Let's be honest. It's really sad when somebody uses a public platform to confuse people on the faith. For example, we have people like Nancy Pelosi who claims to be a Catholic, and she's confusing perhaps many Catholics by claiming she's a Catholic, but not living according to what the Catholic Church teaches. Because the Catholic Church condemns abortion and says that anybody who speaks out publicly in favor of abortion is automatically excommunicated. So she, by virtue of this, has excommunicated herself and does not speak for the Catholic Church and does not act on the Catholic faith. And the same thing for Peter Buttigieg, who speaks out against the Bible, speaks out against the Catholic Church, which he claims to be part of, on homosexuality. And he says that the Bible needs to be reinterpreted with new understanding, and the church is outdated. And he's part of the church, but isn't appropriately presenting the church and is claiming to be something that he's not. And he's claiming to present something, the Catholic faith, in a way that's not actually Catholic. And this is a tragedy because it can confuse people and it just misleads people because it's wrong. And it could just be a scandal. And it is a scandal, which is why some of these politicians are actually denied communion by priests and bishops, as they should be. But in this latest mockery, you have Governor Andrew Cuomo, who comes out and says that the coronavirus is getting better, no thanks to God. And he actually brings faith into this platform and into this realm when it didn't need to be. And it wasn't in a good way. He was basically saying that God didn't save us, God didn't help us, God doesn't do anything. Here's his own words. He says, "Our behavior has stopped the spread of the virus. God did not stop the spread of the virus." And he goes on to say, "What we do, how we act will dictate how the virus spreads. The number is down because we brought the number down. God did not do that. Faith did not do that. Destiny did not do that. Only a lot of pain and suffering did that." Now question, why do you even need to bring it up? Absolutely, it's true that staying at home and following laws and doing the right thing is helping to slow the virus. But why bring God into it at all? Why say that, oh, God can't do anything? Which is all a lie. It's basically a mockery of all Christians across the country and people who believe in God, which is the majority of people. But did it occur to Mr. Cuomo that God created us with intelligence? That he created us to help others? That he created doctors to fix sicknesses, that he created people who would have intelligence to create scientific designs and to make things and find cures? I mean, God is the one who gave us intelligence. God is the one who made us in the first place. And in fact, in John 15, Jesus says, "Without me, you can do nothing." So without God, you wouldn't even have life, Mr. Cuomo. Without God and his grace, you wouldn't even be able to move or to think or to walk or to do anything. Those are all gifts that God has given us, his sons and daughters. Gifts that God has given us, his creation, to use to change the world in some way. He's given us this intelligence. He's given us this heart of caring. He's given us rational discernment. This is what separates us from the animals, is the ability to think rationally and choose the good. And so this all comes from God. And Mr. Cuomo is saying that God has nothing to do with it at all. God didn't do anything. Really? You wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for God. You wouldn't even be able to make these statements if it wasn't for God allowing you to. So God might not directly be healing everyone like an all-powerful genie, but God doesn't work that way. And no Christian on earth claims that he works that way. But to say that God and faith have nothing to do with anything and God doesn't heal, that just makes a mockery out of Christianity. That just makes a mockery out of God himself. And it really just offends Christians all over the country. Really, there's no reason to bring it up. Of course we're helping people. Of course by staying home, we're making it better. But you know what? God is in everything. Again, Jesus says in John 15, "Without me, you can do nothing." Without grace, we're not even capable of good. Without grace, we're not even capable of doing the right thing. So all of this is from Christ. It's all a gift. His grace, his life, his movement, his intelligence, his everything that allows us to heal people, make people's lives better, and do the right thing. And that's God's way. God's not going to come down and just heal everything automatically, magically. No, God uses us in the world to make people's lives better. Covenant House, which is the largest shelter for runaway kids in the country. The founder, Sister Mary, got mad at God and asked him, why isn't he helping these kids? And all of a sudden, out of the blue, this strong voice came out and said, I did do something about it. I created you. He created her to fix the problem, to help these kids. And now Covenant House is the largest shelter in the entire country, helping thousands of runaway kids all around the country. I mean, these nuns, they're shot at by pimps. They're pulling kids into the van while they're driving and then closing the door so they don't get shot. They're risking their lives to save these kids. And that's what God made us to do. And this is only one lady who chose to make a difference. Father Frank Pavone. He saw all the people in the country struggling with abortion, having no options. He went out, I believe, to Denver, Colorado, and he, one man without any luggage, without any money, has created the largest pro-life organization in the world to help the unborn child, because God works through his creation. So Cuomo, please stop treating God as a magic genie that we don't believe he is, and stop treating God as somebody he's not, and stop mocking him and stop mocking Christians. In fact, just keep faith out of it. Aren't you Democrats the one who are always saying that there's a separation between church and state and you shouldn't bring your faith into a public platform? Well, maybe don't be a hypocrite and follow your own words. Regardless of this, Mr. Cuomo, we're going to be praying for you anyways, because God loves you, we love you, and God, he loves his enemies. Jesus even came down to die for his enemies. He came down to die for us when we weren't good, when we didn't understand, when we didn't have it all together. And he even died for you too, Mr. Cuomo, whether you believe it or not, and whether you realize it or not. Someday you will, whether you realize it or not. Please spread this video. Please share this video. Please pass on the message of this video. And please, if you haven't and you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell notification icon so you can get tons of new videos when they come out, and we have tons of new videos coming out. And most of all, please like this video and consider supporting our ministry so we can make many, many more videos. God bless you.